What is a capital expense and why is it so critical to account for it in your rental property analysis? I'll explain in 3 minutes or less, coming up. Hey guys, my name is Vitaly Volpov. I'm a practicing attorney and an active real estate investor. I've been successfully investing in cash flowing rental properties for the last 9 years, and I currently have 65 rental units in my real estate portfolio. The following is an excerpt from an in-depth video that I posted a few months ago discussing the various concepts and rules of thumb involved in analyzing rental properties. I'll put a link to the full video in the description below and in the YouTube card above if you want to check it out. But without further ado, let's take a closer look at capital expenditures. The next expense is one of the most underestimated expenses of all rental property expenses, and that is capital expenditures. This category confuses a lot of people, and a lot of novice investors do not account for it at all. This is a huge mistake. Capital expenditures are expenditures for replacements of mechanicals and building components, in other words, roofs, furnaces, hot water tanks, appliances, flooring, doors, windows, etc. And these replacements occur when those components have reached the end of their useful lives. Most investors think that because they accounted for repairs, they have covered themselves for capital expenditure expenses. And this is simply not true. Most of the time, they've grossly underestimated the cost of replacing these items. The fact of the matter is that every single component of a building, from large to small, has a finite life. And if the property is to continue to function, every single component will at some point need to be replaced. And that replacement will cost the owner money. Let's say you buy a 6-unit property with a roof that is 10 years old. Because of the size of the building, a new roof is going to cost $25,000. Let's also assume that this roof will need to be replaced in 15 years. In order to properly account for this future cost and ensure that the property, rather than your personal finances, pay for it, you should factor the cost of this expense into your monthly cost for the building. To do that, we would take $25,000, the cost of a new roof, divided by 15 years, and then divided again by 12 months. The resulting number is $138.89. This is the monthly capital expenditure cost of replacing this roof on this particular building. In order to calculate the total CapEx on a property, you would need to perform this analysis on virtually every component of a given building. Since doing this is difficult when you don't have all of the necessary information about the particular components of the building, and because it would take you an enormous amount of time to actually calculate this, you can use an estimate for this cost metric as well. Now, an estimate is never going to be as exact as actually doing the actual calculations based on specific data, but sometimes that's all you can do. So a lot of investors typically will allocate approximately 10% toward capital expenditures of a property's gross rental income. However, again, this is just a generality, and any relevant specific information about the subject property can change this estimate up or down. The older the building is and the older its components are, the higher the CapEx estimate should be on that building. So if you have a 100-year-old building where its plumbing and electrical haven't been updated in the last 50 years, then you probably need to estimate a lot more toward CapEx, maybe 15% or 20%, than you would normally estimate if it was a newer building. Failing to factor in capital expenditures is the #1 reason landlords purchase negative cash flowing properties without even knowing it. Be sure to budget for at least 10% of your monthly rental income for capital expenditures and then see if the deal still makes sense. But with that said, if you got value from this video, please do me a favor and hit the like button. And if you would like to see more videos on real estate investing, be sure to subscribe to my channel and check out my other real estate, legal, and investing related content. Thanks again for watching, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.